How are you doing?
I'm doing quite well,
Good,
even
good.
though I sat through a weekend of mediocre wrestling because there was two pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Although Roman Reigns is back.
Yes, with a new smile.
Yeah, and apparently heel.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know for sure that that's the route they're going to go. I didn't get the impression when I saw him lay out both Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. I was like, whatever, you know. But apparently what he was saying was, I run this bitch. I'm the man. This is mine. Like, this belt's mine. Like, all of this is all because of me. So maybe we've got a heel run on the brink for Roman Reigns. Although I got to say, I don't know necessarily if we should classify him as a heel per se. I think if they do it correctly, he could get into that elusive, stone cold, The
Exactly.
Rock
Yeah.
stage where
An
he's
anti-hero type stage.
Yeah, I mean, like, realistically speaking, Austin and Rock were bad guys. They were just over. And then they were cheered. So he might be able to pull off the elusive anti-heel.
I heard a rumor that he may be the leader of that Retribution group.
If that's the case, that'll be stupid. I heard that rumor too, but that'll be stupid. That'll be absolutely stupid because he is literally a product of the system. Like, I'm not even kidding you. He came from FCW, which was the WWE's original, like, NXT.
Yeah, okay.
Then he went through NXT, and then that's it. So all he's ever done is WWE stuff. So it would make no sense at all. At all. I mean, okay, sure, you could argue that his Shield run lends itself to something like this, but it makes no sense now. Like, today, it makes no sense at all. But then again, I also heard there's a rumor that Chelsea Green is part of Retribution, and if that's the case, that's also stupid because her character work that she's been doing for quite some time now is the super hot chick, right? Like that mean girl type of thing.
Yeah.
So for her to be as a part of Retribution makes absolutely no sense. And also the other big thing too, especially for these two, is that the Retribution storyline is a god-awful, stupid storyline, and they should stop it as quickly as possible. So anyone that's really attached to it, I hope, is not a big enough name, or such a big name that they can actually be able to shrug it off, because it's terrible. It's so bad. It's not as cool as it was when it was the Nexus, like a bajillion years ago.
Yeah.
That Nexus stuff, when they first did it, was awesome. Like, it was so cool. It was literally like, what the fuck is happening? Whereas this one, even the first time they did it, my first thought was, oh, that's kind of like the Nexus. And then it was like, but like really watered down and lame. And that's what it was. It's never changed. They broke a window. Oh, big deal. They broke a window. The Nexus stormed the ring, beat the shit out of John Cena, dismantled the ring, destroyed cameras, stuff like that. It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. It was so cool. I was like, what the fuck's happening? This, I'm like, could we stop?
I get a kick out of this
where
you're like on Twitter and stuff and on WWE's, and they're like, oh, introducing a new faction tonight and everything, and you see clips and shit, and there's like a dozen of these cloaked figures in the ring. You're just like, does social distancing mean nothing right now? Is this the best time to introduce a ginormous faction?
To be fair, Kenneth, you can't see it, but under those hoods, they're wearing masks, okay? Because you don't know their identity. So they're wearing full-fledged masks. You don't know if anyone's black or white.
How do you know? Have you been in the mask? Have you gone underneath the cloak?
No. Obviously, I haven't. This is a stupid question. But I can tell you from seeing the clips, you don't see their faces. If you saw if I saw glimpses of faces, then I would say, you know what, Kenneth, you have some valid claims here. Okay. Because we all know that Vince McMahon believes in the severity of COVID-19 and is doing everything he can to make sure that his I don't want to say employees. What's the term? Private contractors? Independent contractors. His independent contractors are completely 100% safe. And
Uh, I think a cooler idea.
If only
A cooler
you could
idea would
actually
have
say
been.
those things, eh?
Yeah. Cooler idea would have been them coming out in hazmat suits and attacking people that weren't taking COVID seriously.
Yeah. Never mind the fact that we're
Imagine
talking, like, we're still in a point where there's rioters, there's looting, there's still Black Lives Matters protests, and I want that distinction to be made. There's rioters and looters, and there's the protesters. So there's a distinction.
Oh,
But
major difference. Yeah.
but they're in very similar gear and doing very similar things, and it's just like recently there was talk that they were going to redo the Nation of Domination.
Nation
A very
domination.
right, but could you imagine how well that would have went over if they brought in a group of militant black men
Yeah.
and formed a faction called the Nation of Domination? In this climate, it wouldn't have gone over well. So they thought, well, let's do rioters. Let's do rioters instead. It's like, this is just as stupid.
Yeah.
This is just as stupid.
Nation of domination.
I don't know.
Oh,
Anyway.
forgot about that.
Anyway, so long story short, happy to see Roman Reigns back. I'm intrigued to see what they do with him. I hope it's good. I read an article that said that he can't win the title so quickly. I disagree. I disagree. I think he should win it right away. It's the pay-per-view. This next pay-per-view is literally this Sunday. It's a triple threat: Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, who's the champion right now, and Roman Reigns. I say, fuck it, give it to him. Especially if he's a heel. If he's going to be a heel,
Oh, yeah.
give him the title right away and make it sound like it was a corporate decision and he's all for it. And boom, just push him.
Well, what about this Sister Abigail stuff with Alexis Bliss? You think that's happening?
I hope it doesn't. Like, I mean, okay, to be fair, anyone that's ever feuded or had any interaction with the Fiend does change. Daniel Bryan, he went heel. Seth Rollins, he went heel. Braun Strowman just went heel, right?
Yeah.
So they could use it as a way to have Alexa Bliss turn heel and maybe add some little bit of a character tweak. But ultimately, I hope it's not an actual change to Sister Abigail, because I don't think there should be there doesn't have to be a person for everything. You know what I mean? Like, I know, I don't know if you know this, but a couple of years ago, Bray Wyatt, when he was doing his swamp gimmick, his Cape Fear gimmick, it was he teased Sister Abigail showing up to wrestle Finn Balor, and Finn Balor was going to be the demon.
Okay.
And it was pretty much Bray Wyatt in a wig. Yeah. The match didn't I can't remember exactly what happened. I think Bray Wyatt got sick or something, and the match couldn't happen, which was great because I didn't want to see the match, especially that. After that, I was like, there's no way I want to see this match at all. And like, if this is what they're going to do with like a cross-dressing gimmick for Bray Wyatt, like, it's just dumb. Like, it's stupid.
Yeah.
It's almost as stupid as keeping Velveteen Dream on the roster. I don't know if you've heard any of the stuff with him.
I don't really follow it. I heard he's in shit. What was sexual abuse or what? What is it?
Well, the term was grooming was thrown around for young boys, and he may or may not have shown his genitals to like an underage kid.
Oh yeah,
an underage like a 19, 20-year-old wrestler or whatever. But like WWE did their investigations and found absolutely nothing. So like, he's still, and the worst part is I was a huge fan of Velveteen Dream. I thought, like, he's 26, work rate was great, his character work was awesome. Like, he got it, he knew exactly what to do to get the character over. Then I hear this stuff, and it's not just like one person. There's enough of it, and one of them is actually like, he's on the record saying like, my name is so and so, and this is the stuff, and I've got all these tweets, and I've got all these, like, all this stuff. So for him to not be anonymous and to be a young up and coming wrestler,
yeah,
that's like, for me, that goes, okay, hold on, this isn't some guy trying to make a name for himself. This is like, because he's fucked himself for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
He's potentially fucked himself for AEW because he said, hey, look, this is what's going on, right? WWE has said, nah, there's absolutely nothing at all. And he's still got a job there.
Yeah, this young guy's got all these tweets and shit. So, kind of investigations
And
for WWE.
there's a couple of people actually that have it, but he's I think he's the only one that actually has said his name, like full on said, this is me, these are the tweets, this is what's happened.
Okay, so while we're talking about this kind of stuff, what because I don't really follow too much about it. Matt Riddle, what's going on with him? Because I heard he fucked up too.
Well, see, he's in the same situation, but apparently his is different because like this has been an ongoing situation for a couple of years now. And so from like Riddle's side, like Riddle and his wife are aware of it and they've been trying to deal with it. And when he got signed to the WWE, he told them and he said, hey, look, this could potentially come up. She might start saying this stuff again. So that one's it sounds similar, but hearing that part, it's a little bit different, right? Like it just seems weird that like he, and I mean, I don't know if he did or didn't, you know what I mean? Like I don't have that kind of stuff. I want to say it would surprise me, but then again, a lot of these guys, it would surprise me. Like a lot of people in general, when they end up doing stuff like this, it always surprises me. So, this one's a tough call. It's a tough call, but I don't know. It doesn't look as dishonest because he said, hey, this is what's been already going on for a couple of years now. Like apparently she was an ex-girlfriend or something like that. Or at least that's his side of the story. Like it's really hard to say. It's really hard to say. You know, and you know what? I shouldn't be so heavy-handed with the Velveteen Dream too. Like, I mean, I hope for everyone involved that this is not true. It unfortunately is a bit more damning on Velveteen Dream's case.
Yeah.
You know, so it's again like it's hard to say. It looks worse for Velveteen Dream, I would say. But for WWE to sweep it under the rug, if this is in fact true, doesn't surprise me.
No, wouldn't be the first time. Won't be the last.
No,
time.
And exactly. They look at the potential money that they can make from this guy, and they go, okay, fine. Like I mean, I said before, like Austin, at his height, everyone knew he was hitting Deborah. Everyone knew. He went to jail a couple of times because of it. They didn't say anything, didn't get any punishments or anything like that because they were like, we're making so much money.
Yeah, well, I mean, and social media wasn't a thing back then, you know. Who knows?
It doesn't. I don't think it would have mattered. I honestly don't think it would have mattered.
Man. I don't know, that cancel culture. Once they get you.
Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream.
He's not going to come back as anything special after all this.
He's already back. He's already wrestling, and he's already looking like he's getting a push.
Okay, but I don't see them selling Velveteen Dream merch if people know this about him.
Maybe not right away, son. But give it some time. Wait till the heat dies down. Once people start talking about other things and they don't want to focus on all this negativity, guess what's going to happen? Velveteen Dream merch.
All right.
Yeah. So anything else you want to throw at me about wrestling?
No, okay. I got nothing. You have all
right.
the answers, and I just look like an idiot. So I'm done.
Oh, that's not very nice. You don't look like an idiot at all. You're wearing a Dunder Mifflin shirt. You look classy.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Which is easy for you because you're what, 6'9" and to my 4'2"?
4'2". Oh, we exaggerating like wrestlers do with their heights.
Yeah, but I did it perfectly. Except I was stupid. I went too small. Because remember, Rey Mysterio is continuously billed as 5'9".
Yeah.
Oh no, he's billed as 5'6", 5'7". He's actually like 5'2", 5'3".
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty down.
Yeah. He's still taller than me though. What was another one? Was it like Kane is supposed to be like 7 feet tall, but he's only like 6'10", 6'11".
Yeah.
He's close. He's really close. He's close enough that I would bump him up too, but
well, it was like Hulk Hogan is 6'8" and The Rock is 6'4", but then at WrestleMania they're eye to eye.
yeah, I remember that one tripped me out too, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what's happening?" Because like Hulk Hogan was always 6'8", 6'8", 6'9". That's right.
Yeah.
No, he actually got taller when he got older. Because when I was a kid, he was 6'8". I remember that he was 6'8" and he was 303 pounds, and that was like that was when he was juicing, but he did no cardio, so he wasn't shredded, but he was fucking huge.
Yeah.
And then when he went to WCW and lost all that or steroid size, so he was like cut, like he was absolutely like in phenomenal shape. Then he's like 6'9".
He's wearing higher boots that day.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I remember that going like, oh yeah, Hogan and The Rock, and then they walk up and they're eye to eye, and I'm just like, that's there's 4 inches difference between these guys.
Yeah, exactly. The one with Ray was the one that kind of tipped me off too, because they'd always say he's like 5'6", right? They're like, 5'6" and whatever, 100 and whatever pounds. And then, but you look at him with Chris Benoit or Chris Jericho, guys that are like 5'10", and you're like, he's fucking like really towering over Rey Mysterio. This is not like a 4-inch difference here. This is clearly closer to 6 or 7. Like this is a difference.
Yeah.
Oh, wrestling.
Good old wrestling.